So today we've got Dan Bennett with us, and he's from Digby and Finch estate agents. Welcome, Dan.
Hello.
So tell us about Digby and Finch.
Hi, I'm Dan from Digby and Finch. Digby and Finch is an independent estate agency in Nottingham and in Stamford.
Okay. How do you find the process of house buying and selling generally in England and Wales at the minute? How
Challenging.
Yeah. What can be better? What's slowing it down? Because at the minute there's people talk about lengthy delays. It's taking far too long. 20, 30 years ago, it might have been 6 or 8 weeks to get to a completion. Now we're months and months.
Yeah, we've said this before, haven't we? Like 20 years ago, when I first kind of started, I suppose, in the industry, things were so much quicker.
But we've got technology now that we didn't have, and yet it still takes longer.
Bizarre how we've got, email. I remember when I first started, we had one computer office that could send emails.
Did you?
And that was a mess. But nowadays, why does it take so much longer? But as you and I have spoke about in the past, I suppose the things.
There's a lot more regulation, a lot more paperwork,
even for agents.
A lot more administration.
Yeah.
So what sort of thing do you have to do then when an offer is made on a property? What do you need off this potential buyer? What are you looking
checks for starters.
Yeah.
We need to know that they've got the ability to buy. And they're
so you're looking for what, cash in a bank?
Cash in a bank, or if they need a mortgage, whether they've got that
principal letter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they've got a house that they're selling, knowing that if they've sold it, making sure you've got details of the chain and that.
So do you then talk to the estate agent at that point? Then
relying on other estate agents to give us information.
To
so that we're confident that we can say to our client who's selling that we're confident that they've got the ability to proceed and
so you rely on someone else. And sometimes does that reliance fail? Does it turn out?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
On the whole, a lot of agents are very good. It depends on the agent, I suppose. But they're usually. But if we're, I think from our perspective, if we just, I suppose we've done it a long time. So if we feel there's something that's
you can sometimes
right,
smell a rat.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So you go digging even further.
So how long does that process take then? How long does it normally take for you to be absolutely happy that buyer's good to go?
Days, I think, usually. Yeah. And then getting the ID checks. That's something that's sort of new. Not new. It's not, is it? Because we've been as agents doing it a while now. Yeah. But we never had. Used to have to do that for buyers before. So, but like you guys, it's all
a lot of admin now.
Yeah, a lot more on us. So you're not getting. You feel like sometimes there's more administration going on.
Definitely.
And things that we shouldn't, instead of getting on and trying to sell houses.
Yes, there's definitely a lot more administration for us. A lot more regulation.
Yeah.
We have to now obviously check source of funds, source of wealth. We ask for people's pay slips. There's a lot more.
And finding out where money's come from as well.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. And that can now be done electronically. We've got means for people to upload their bank statements to a third-party source that checks everything out. And
we do that now as well. We've got a good system in place that does our ID checks. So that's really helpful. But it's okay if the people you're dealing with are technically minded, because if they're not, that's when you have to go back to the old-fashioned ways of doing it.
Get them to come in with a passport and a bill. Yeah. Okay.